you said in a statement in April that you think trans women shouldn't use the women's bathroom. Now, I'm a trans woman, and I just was curious what bathroom you think people like me should be using.
Yeah, so as Minister for Women and Equalities, I set out the government's position in responding to the Supreme Court judgment. The Supreme Court were clear that for the purposes of the Equality Act, sex was biological sex. What's now happening is that the Equality Human Rights Commission have consulted on a code of practice, which they've submitted to me as the Minister. I'll then be going through that line by line to make sure we get that right. It's a 300-page document, so it will take some time. But that's the means by which we will resolve the questions that people are raising in a range of areas.
Well, I mean, one of the suggestions, for example, has been that you could have a situation where trans people can't use the men's or the women's bathroom. I mean, that seems kind of preposterous, right?
So through the code of practice that the EHRC have submitted to me, that's the means by which we'll make sure that everyone has access to the services, the support that they need. Everyone should be treated with dignity and respect. Single-sex spaces are important, but I do believe that trans people should not be subjected to harassment or discrimination, and trans people continue to retain protections under the Equality Act 2010. And that is important. I wouldn't want anyone to feel that they don't get the support or the services that they need, and we'll set out the government's position in responding to the code of practice.
I look forward to that. So, am I going to have to use the men's?
The code of practice will set out the way forward. We're taking our time to go through that, but the Supreme Court judgment was clear that sex under the Equality Act means biological sex.
Okay, well, we'll move on.